Here's my first attempt at a drilling template. I'll give it a go on a piece of scrap and just see what it looks like. I use double-sided tape to attach the drilling guide. So for a project like this, looks are really important, and I don't really know how well this is going to work. So by testing it first on some scrap, I can assess if I think it's going to be good enough for the finished product, or if I have to rethink or redesign. As this is a test, I'm not going to drill all the holes. I'm just going to do a cluster of them so that I can have a look afterwards to see what it looks like. Well, the regularity of placings is great, but you can see, if you look carefully, the little splinters. I haven't actually got very clean holes. So I'm going to give it a bit of a sand, and we'll see if that improves things. Well, I don't think that's made a lot of difference. I've got one other idea before I give up. In the final product, these holes will be in a recessed area. So I have an option of drilling the holes first, then routing the recess, or routing the recess and then drilling the holes. My original intention was to route the recess, then drill the holes, but if I find that slicing this off leaves nice clean holes, then I might try drilling the holes first and then using the router to clean it up. Well, this newly sliced piece looks exactly the same, so I think I'm going about cleaning these holes up the wrong way. So I've got one more idea of trying to make these holes look nice and tidy. I'm going to see if I can use the scribe on my marking knife to clean out the holes. And that does seem to have done a better job. So I think in terms of getting a nice clean hole, drilling the holes with the template and then cleaning the hole with the scribe, I think will do a satisfactory job. But I'm not finished yet with this experiment. I now need to fill these holes so they're translucent, and I'm going to use hot glue for that. On my first attempt, the hot glue went straight through the holes, stuck to the board behind, and then when I moved the part, the hot glue was left on the board rather than on the part. So I added some more, and now I need to clean up this surface. I'll start with a bench sander and then finish with some finer grits. I'll add a couple of coats of Danish oil to this test piece so that I get an idea of what the final finished piece might look like. As a maker, you often encounter problems you need to solve that you've never met before. And for the project that I have in mind, the subject of a future video, I needed to test my ideas out. Now that I know that I can do this, I'm sure it can be scaled up to the size needed for the project that I have in mind. If you've got any ideas of what this project is, then leave them in the comments. And if you want to find out what this project is, then please subscribe, because it'll be the subject of a future video. Thanks for watching.